for new student engagement at Jackson College, Josh Ray. Hi, Josh.
How you doing today? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, welcome back. Good to see you.
Good to be back.
I feel like I know you really well because I was in the audience at Puffs for a couple of hours last month, and you're the lead. You were the star, and you stole the show.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's now you're meeting 25-year-old admissions representative Josh and not Josh who's pretending to be an 11-year-old wizard for most of a show. So that's very different Joshes that you're getting now.
Hugely complicated show with tons of dialogue, tons of scene changes, unbelievable set. It was just from top to bottom, first class.
And they let me keep a wand.
Oh, you got to keep the wand.
Oh yeah, I got to keep the wand.
How many wardrobe changes did you have for your part?
For me, thank the maker, I had 2. I only changed twice. But my colleague Jake, who's going to very much hate that I brought him up, is that he played 12 different characters. So I think he had like 12 to 13 different costume changes throughout the show.
Yeah, and I would say you and Jake were pretty much, you kind of stole pretty much every scene you both were in.
You know, we try our best. We like to show some comedy chops sometimes.
It's going to be airing this weekend on JTV. It's Puffs. So make sure you catch it on both Saturday and Sunday and see Josh Ray starring in Puffs. Have you ever done theater before?
So when I was 17, actually I was 16, but in 2017 when I was a junior in high school, I did the Shrek the Musical that they had at the Potter Center, and I played Pig number 3, which they told me they didn't have to dress me in a costume for that one, so that felt great. But yeah, that was the first thing I'd ever been in, and then I jumped 8 years later to being in the lead for that show about a wizard. So it was pretty different.
It had a pretty big cast, and it looked like we had community members, students, and staff all making up the cast.
Yeah, it was fun. With some of the things I had to say in front of students, I was like, I'm gonna get in trouble, but it was a fun show.
Yeah, it's adult language, and that's because of Josh.
I apologize.
Yeah. All right, well, today we want to talk, let's talk a little bit about some entertainment because we've got the summer concert series just announced today, and that's going to be Big Al, Larry, and Code Blue, Jackson French Quarter Band, the Trombone Fest, Summer Band Camp Finale, and the Jackson Community Concert Band all summer long. It's pretty happening campus, even in the summer.
Yeah, we love it. I mean, it's for someone who works in admissions, and our job is to get students there. During the summer, it can get pretty lonely when most of the students are back home. So when we are allowed to have some things going on, and especially with the summer band series that Dan Bickle does, it's amazing because we get to see students marching around and playing. So it's nice. It makes us feel like campus is open for a little bit again because, you know, more students will be back on it. But yeah, the summer is usually when we have to, it gets a little bit emptier, but we still have some students, but it makes it feel a little bit more lively.
Yeah, just last week, big week of celebration, graduation, and all the end-of-year events. Your website looks fantastic. It's just packed with all kinds of excitement and fun, and it just looks like, the school looks like it's happening.
Yeah, we love it. It's the more that we can do and the more that we can have students involved, that's our favorite part. That's what the job is for, so we're pretty happy that we can have a lot going on campus.
And you want to get some more students to join the next class, and when does that start?
Yep, so the summer semester that students have already been registering for starts on May 19th, so that's only about a week and a half away. But right now we're doing the big push for the fall semester, so that'll be starting August 25th. So we're also having our open house on June 20th, so that's going to be Friday, June 20th from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m.
Now you're a transfer specialist, so is this transferring people in or transferring people out?
So this one's open to all students. So it's open if transfer students want to come in, non-traditional students, or students fresh out of high school. They can all come explore campus. We're going to have campus tours available. They can meet with financial aid. They can have their academic advising done on campus. And we're going to have faculty members and employers all from around the Jackson County area, or even from some of our Tri-County area partners who will be there to talk to students and show them some of the things that they can do while they're on campus.
Will this be at Jets Jam? Because there is that coming
Yep.
up in, I think, mid-June, mid to late June.
So Jet Jam is the one that they hold. I think that's the one that's usually for the fall semester for new students. This one is just the kind of separate open house. So we don't really have too many of like the clubs and organizations. This one is mostly an event for getting students into the school. And then we have the separate Jet Jam in the fall where they'll have students come in and be able to see what organizations they can join and have a little bit more options to show students what they can do on campus.
All right, and when is this open house for the spring?
Yep, so this one is actually June 20th from
Okay.
12 p.m. to 3 p.m.
Nice. You've got, I know, questions about financial aid. I was at JC when they were helping students with Michigan Connect, Michigan Reconnect, and there's a lot of folks that feel that, oh, I've heard community college is free. There's some things that are available that do make it free, and you guys, you have a team of people to navigate through that.
Correct, yep, so they can always help walk them through the Michigan Reconnect, or yeah, they can help them walk through the Michigan Community College Guarantee as well, show them exactly how it would be laid out once they get registered in their classes, and show them exactly how much that cost should be.
Are you going to, for this event, have classes just for kids that maybe went away to college, they need to catch up during the summer?
So for that one's kind of a separate process, but we are always happy to have people back to take some classes. But if they wanted to show up to the open house, we're more than happy for traditional students, non-traditional, transfer, anybody who's looking to come to Jackson, they can come to this open house, and we have the campus tours going on so they can see campus, they can meet some faculty and be able to see how Jackson would be a good fit for them.
What's the length of the class offerings? There's some shorter term classes still being offered, right?
Correct, yep. So we do have 7-week courses that usually start, some of them will start at the beginning of the semester and they'll run for 7 weeks, and then we'll have classes that'll start halfway through the semester as well.
I believe Sarah Ann will be having, I hope she is, but she's going to have a baby. Has she had the baby yet?
Not yet, but
Not
I
yet.
believe that she's due for this summer, so yeah.
So she may or may not have some theater classes. Maybe she's going to ask you to run the theater classes.
You know, I think I'm a little underqualified, but we'll see how that goes.
You have stage experience as in a leading role, so I think you could.
If they need anyone to act like an 11-year-old wizard with a goatee, I'll be there.
All right, let's get people to apply. Can they do everything online too?
Yeah, they can apply right through the homepage on the website. Same thing with applying for campus life and actually living on campus as well.
There's a limit to how many people can live on campus for fall. Where are we right now? Are there openings?
Yes, we still do have openings for students to live on campus.
Cool. And what's the next show you're going to be in?
I have, as soon as Sarah tells me what the next show is, whatever she wants me, and I'll be there.
I noticed that I saw one day I was there and I saw there's this callback list. So it's competitive to get a role in the shows.
Yeah, it was the whole process was fun. It was a nice time.
Well, nice job. She chose well in casting you. Josh, thanks for coming in today.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we'll see you this weekend on Puffs on JTV. From Jackson College with JC Now, recruitment and transfer specialist for new student engagement, Josh Ray.